The sun shines through my curtains and across my face. I keep my eyes shut and turn over in my bed, trying to force myself back asleep. But the more I try to return to sleep, the more awake I become. Which is good, right? Because I have school. What time is it? Oh, my clock flashes 6:30. I still have another half an hour before my alarm goes off. I should get back to sleep. Oh, I didn't get a chance to say. I curl deeper into my blankets, but soon get bored. The only time I ever naturally wake up this early is when I have jet lag. I'm not sure if this is a blessing or a curse. I guess I might as well get ready. I quickly changed into my uniform and head downstairs. Do I make breakfast this time? To an empty kitchen. It's weird being the first one up. Usually Nikki is doing her thing in the kitchen. I'll catch up on some reading while I wait for her. She should be up soon anyway. I pull up the news app on my phone. The front page doesn't have anything too interesting. Until I spot an article on Yuuna and Enterprises. Yuuna Enterprises has officially announced their intentions to sponsor an up-and-coming team in the coming War Games. Oh, the rapidly expanding R&D company is gaining a lot of attention in the field of xenorobotics, and they're putting pressure on established innovators such as Vector Industries and Paragon Weaponry. I don't know what Xeno stands for in xenorobotics. I mean, not stands for, but like what it means. Much of their success can be attributed to CEO Donnie Ruse, who was a top graduate in the pilot program at Ace Academy, and a visionary when it comes to modern and functional designs for gear. I don't think I've heard of these guys before. Must be a local company who hasn't quite expanded to the States yet. Sounds like they're making a name for themselves, though. The time on my phone reads 6:57. I listen for any signs of life upstairs, but the house is still. I better grab something to eat before I need to go. It doesn't seem like Nikki's coming down anytime soon. Maybe I should wake her up? My phone flashes to the next article. A headline on Dashu. That should be good. What's Dashu? I push the button shaped like a film projector on the bottom of the page, and the text projects on the nearest surface. Then I place my phone in a dock on the table so the text shines on the kitchen table. I grab a couple of slices of bread and stick them in the toaster. As I wait for my toast to finish, I sit at the table and read the article. Kanaku Dishitaru, CEO of Dashu, made an unscheduled appearance at the memorial service yesterday for Yuuna Misaki. Misaki? Is that Yuuna's? Yuuna's last name was spelled like that, right? I don't remember how she pronounced it, though. I'm gonna say Misaki. A year ago, the community was shocked by the unexpected death of Ace Academy's most promising pilot. I mean, even as doesn't necessarily mean they're related, but might. The family was honored that the mighty mogul took the time to show his respects to their son, and concurrently postponed the unveiling of Dashu's new line of energy drinks. The introduction has been rescheduled to take place next week.
What are you reading?
Oh, good morning. Ah! I jump in surprise and nearly fall off my chair as I try to turn towards her. She looks at me strangely.
Jeez, what's your problem?
You scared me.
Why? Were you looking at hentai or something?
No! Not this time. What? No, of course not. I wouldn't look at that on the kitchen table. That'd be bad. She laughs at my horrified expression and walks past me.
I know. You're reading the news. I can see it on the table.
Right.
Boring. You know that makes you officially old, right? Only old people read the news for fun.
Fair. Nikki glances at my toast, which had popped up while we were talking.
Your toast is burned.
Oh, bugger me. What? I leap out of my chair and stand beside her. It's not burned. She flips it over to reveal a dark side of charcoal. Oh.
You're so hopeless. How did you survive in college without me?
I ate in the cafeteria.
That explains it.
She throws away the toast and pulls out 2 yogurts from the fridge. Why would you throw that away? You just scrape off some of the black, you put butter on that spot, you eat it butter side down, or you put butter on the other spot, but either way, you eat it butter side down. And then that taste just mingles in, and it's not that bad. It's not bad, yeah.
Well, since you botched breakfast, we'll have to make do with a quick snack if you don't want to be late.
Fair enough. I accept the yogurt she hands me, and we both finish them in record time. Then we grab our things and head out the door.
Are you able to give me a ride today? The bus yesterday was so crowded.
Oh, I'm giving you a ride on the motorcycle. Yeah, I can do that now. You just want to show off your pilot big brother. Of course I'll take you. Heck no, woman! My bike is for the ladies. I'm actually taking the bus. Yeah, you know what? Loyalty's for Nikki more than Yuuna. I mean, I kind of want to talk to Yuuna to talk about that news article, but I still feel like loyalties matter. So I'm gonna take her. I flash her a confident grin. Hoping to make friends by having a cool big brother? Nikki rolls her eyes.
More like I don't want to be squished between the smelly old lady and the fat guy again.
Fair enough. I'm sure that's it.
You're gonna be like this, then I'm just gonna take the bus.
She turns away and I laugh. I'm kidding, Nikki. Come on, I'll take you to school. And here we are. I pull my bike up outside of Nikki's school and take off my helmet. And then like whip my hair around a little bit, you know. Here we are. Nikki hops off the bike and grins, handing me the extra helmet.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I noticed a few students staring in our direction. One girl walks over to us. You don't have to. I mean, even the other unimportant people, like male student, had stuff, but hey, Nikki.
Oh, hey.
Who's this?
My brother. He goes to AC.
But this is apparently her bestie, so good for her. She already has one. Oh, the teal stripes on his uniform. That's amazing. I had no idea you're related to one of the ace pilots. It's such a tough program. She waves over a young male student. Look, Nikki's older brother's a pilot at Ace. For real? A few other students gather around us, oohing and ahhing at the difficulty of the pilot program and commenting on how impressive I am. The entire time, Nikki beams with pride. Oh, yay. Well, I should head to school. Have a good day, Nikki.
Goodbye. Thanks again for the ride.
You're welcome, little sis. She waves and I take off down the road. Hopefully that doesn't backfire or anything. I'm glad I impressed Nikki's friends. If she had any difficulty making new friends before, she certainly won't now. Cool. I pull up the schedule on my phone and check my first class. Gear Arsenal 201. The building isn't too far away either. Sweet. I soon reach the building. It does look pretty indistinguishable from the administrative building. The classroom is about half the size of the lecture hall for my piloting 101 class. For some reason, this is a comfort to me, probably because it reminds me of the class sizes at CINY. I take a seat near the back of the room just as the professor enters.
Good morning, class. Welcome to Gear Arsenal 201.
Thank you.
I'm sure you're all tired of hearing the same welcome spiel, so I won't even bother with it. Instead, we're going to drive straight into the material.
Dive, I believe that is.
Question. Who can name one of the leading companies in gear weapon manufacturing?
Oh, bugger. I probably can. It's Paragon Weaponry. Before I have a chance to answer, another student chimes in. Oh,
Vector Industries!
Ha! You're wrong, loser!
Sorry, incorrect.
Paragon Weaponry.
Very good.
Thank you.
Why isn't it Vector?
Vector deals with thrusting and maneuverability, whereas Paragon deals
That's
with
not how you spell maneuverability,
Hence
I
the
don't
name
think.
Paragon Weaponry.
I mean, like, maybe that's one way, but it's not the way that I'm familiar with. So, yeah, okay, Vector deals with thrusters and maneuverability, whereas Paragon deals with weaponry. Cool.
Their recent area of study has shown that
He goes into the details of Paragon Weaponry's R&D and the future of beam weaponry for the remainder of class. But yeah, I assume that all of the green stuff is because I picked intelligence. So, like, I bet then with the receptionist at the beginning, you know, to get my parking pass, if I had picked intuition, I would have had a green option in order to get my pass. Nothing yet has come up with combat, or with athleticism, I don't think. But I imagine that'll come into play more with, like, the qualifiers and things like that. So, yes. Okay.
That's all the time we have for today. You'll find this week's readings and assignments on your web link. Have a good day.
Thank you! Students scramble to collect their things before hurrying out of the room. I think I'll go back to the hangar. This class has inspired me to go have a proper look at my gear. Cool. This is my ID. I take the path through the pilot's lounge and follow the tunnels until I reach my gear. There she is, Eagle. Pulling down the ladder beside my docking station, I climb up to the top, which is about level with the chest section of my robot. I unlock the chest cavity. With a mechanical roar, it splits open in separating panels, revealing a lowered seat. I easily hop into the seat and breathe in the comforting scent of metal and plastic. It faintly reminds me of new car smell. So old mech smell is new car smell? That's good to know. Once I'm settled, I trigger the closing sequence. As the chest panels return, my seat scoops me further into my gear until I'm nestled in the darkness of the cockpit. I see, yes. I initiate the boot-up sequence. The cockpit glows a faint red, then flickers into life, and I can't help but smile at the familiarity of it all. The bright glow of the panels illuminate the interior until there isn't a trace of shadow left. Statistics blink around me in a series of rapid numbers and diagrams. Yes! Come to life!
Gear initialization sequencing complete.
Thank you, Eagle. The familiar voice of my gear feels like a warm welcome from an old friend. Eagle, please run a comprehensive check.
System in progress.
Nothing to do now but wait. The lights along my display pulse with changing colors as the check progresses. It flows through warm colors, red, orange, yellow, before illuminating the cockpit with a bright green. I also wouldn't have that colon followed by that list, and then ending the list mid-list, if I'm being a grammar Nazi.
All system functions normal. Unknown docking station detected.
That's right, this is our new college. Register the current dock as home station.
Completed.
Thank you.
Recommendation. Please update system calibration configuration.
Fair enough. This is recommended all the time. Whenever we change locations, Eagle will request a recalibration of the system. Even the slightest difference in air pressure can trigger an inaccuracy. Oh. At least the process is easy. All I have to do is make sure I correctly follow sequential number order so Eagle can achieve the necessary internal calculations. Alright, start up the process.
Calibration sequence initiating.
I give it a few minutes as Eagle automatically adjusts itself.
Calibration successful.
Good, I was afraid I'd have to do something. Perfect. Everything seems to be in order. Oh, okay, that was good, right? After one last look, I shut down my gear and unlock the chest cavity again. Once I hop out, the panels slide back in place until I hear the faint click of them locking. As I turn towards the elevator, I spot Sho waving at me. I nimbly make my way down and stand beside him.
Mr. Broseph!
Please don't call me that. Hey, how's it going?
Good. Is this your go-to hangout place? This is the second time I've run into you here.
Well, you know me. I guess it's starting to be. What are you doing here?
I just thought I'd pay a visit to my gear. It helps when I keep her company for a bit. Keeps her spirits up.
I see, yeah. That's why I only go for male gear. Her? You mean a girl? Inanimate objects don't have genders. I'm gonna say that one. Is there a girl you're keeping captive in your gear? Sho laughs.
If only. Unfortunately, no girl ever goes near my gear.
Wait, go back to that if only. I don't think you want to, if only, hold a girl captive inside your gear. That's a bad thing, Sho. He sighs wistfully, while I try very hard to keep a straight face. I'm so sorry.
Me too.
Oh.
So, what were you doing here?
Just checking to make sure everything's working fine.
And does it?
Yeah. He glances curiously at my gear.
How about a simulator match?
I shrug. It'd be nice to get a feel for how things are done here days. Sure.
We can both use the basic robot program. That way, all accessories and weapons will be the same, and it'll be based on skill alone.
Oh, and also gear, because apparently I have a really old one. May the best man win. Alright, crack knuckles, let's go. He grins and races in the opposite direction. I see him pause by a green gear before I get back into my own. I have no idea what I'm doing. Do I have to do something cool? Once I'm settled in the cockpit, I switch on the open network configuration. Open network configuration. I've talked so much, my mouth and throat are just so dry right now. I keep messing up words. Hopefully that helps a little bit. Immediately, a request from Sho comes in and I accept. After we're connected, we boot up our virtual training simulation program.
Oh, very
That's
fancy.
me!
I haven't seen an American-style gear up close before.
They really look very similar. Like, this doesn't look that much bulkier at all. I experiment with my gear controls and watch in amusement as it makes the same movements within the simulator. Simulators are freakishly accurate at emulating the real thing, but it still can't quite replicate the feeling of live matches. You can't feel every impact or even the slightest shift in motion within a VTS.
As you can see, both of us are kitted with the same standard equipment. You have your energy shield for blocking, thrusters for movement, a ranged weapon, and a close combat weapon.
I see. Okay, shield for blocking, thruster for movement, ranged weapon, close combat weapon. I don't know if I have to remember this stuff, but hey. I evaluate my gear and find all the components he mentioned. Any particular reason why we aren't playing from our personal arsenal?
This will level the playing field. We'll have to win by skill alone.
Gotcha. Trying to see what I'm made of? Sho just grins. Can I see that?
Remember, you have to use the right tool at the right time. There's usually more than one right move you can make, but you have to think fast.
Oh dear. Alright, thanks. So the trick is to just react accordingly.
You got it. Are you ready?
Yup.
Let's do this.
Hope so. My hands fall naturally into place and grip the controls. I can't stop the smile that spreads across my face as my heart beats faster in anticipation. I've missed this. Eagle shifts into a fighting stance and holds out his gun, while Sho activates his thrusters and points his double guns at me. What's slow mean? Dodge! I dash out of the way and his attack misses its mark. I equip one of my guns and return fire. He dodges, but my shot still grazes him and he takes some damage. As I boost forward, Sho moves back to keep the distance between us. He shoots again, but his aim is not accurate and I weave away. With my gun in hand, I take aim. Fire! My aim is true and Sho's shield shimmers as it absorbs the shot. Judging by how deep of a shimmer, it looks like he took a significant amount of damage. So I'm not entirely sure how this is working because, like, the first option for it had dodge, something, and then evade. And then this one had, like, shoot and fire, and then miss, but... So do I just have to pick the correct out of two options, basically? I thought I was gonna have an option each time of, like, shield, evade, gun, sword kind of thing, you know? But apparently not. Doesn't seem that way. So, yes. Since Sho likes using ranged weapons, I better close the distance and force him into a melee battle. I boost forward. Then I should slash. I switch to my sword mid-boost and swing the blade in a high arc. Sho tries to block with his guns, and my sword lands on them with a loud crack. We struggle in a battle of wills, and sweat beads down my face. A loud roar escapes my lips as I channel my strength into my attack, and break through Sho's defense. As my sword falls through, Sho's gear goes dark. Well, I won, but that was like super easy. With the match over, I shut down my gear and get back on the ground. Cool. I did it. After a few minutes, Sho appears.
Not bad. I knew I made a good choice with you. I've got a sixth sense for these things.
Cool. Thanks. You're not so bad yourself.
Anyway, we'll want to meet up tomorrow before the qualifier to practice. So what's your number?
Yes, 555. We quickly exchange numbers. So, I guess I should go and get some stuff done.
Yeah, me too. Well, I'll see you later then.
Later. Wait, let's play another match. I need to study. The pilot's lounge always has something going on. I don't need to study. I picked intelligent because I don't need to study that much. That was part of the description for it, so I'm gonna check out the pilot lounge. Bye. I head back towards the pilot's lounge. So far, every time I've passed through the lounge, it has been full of students. I'm sure I'll either meet someone cool or find something interesting to do here, or there. When I enter the lounge, I'm surprised to see a crowd surrounding the bar. I can't make out anything intelligible from the jumble of words and voices, but it must be something big based on the sheer level of excitement in the room. I bet it's a hot chick! Are they giving out free food? I'm totally doing that. Are they giving out free food? I force my way through the throng of people, much to the dismay of those beside me. Regardless, I ignore their protests and continue to make my way through, I think they forgot way, and continue to make my through until I hear the pilot beside me mention something about an Akira. That sounds suspiciously like a person and not enough like a food. I turn towards the two girls I'd just overheard. Hey.
Hi?
What's an Akira?
I think you mean who is an Akira.
Alright, who's an Akira? Oh, well, there goes my chances for a free lunch. I could have really used an onigiri right now. Or, I think that's easy. I have no idea. Okay, who's Akira?
How do you not know who he is? He's only the top pilot at Ace.
Oh, I totally thought it was a girl based on that name.
And so nice, too. Yeah, he listens to you when you talk and treats everyone like they're important.
Well, that's good.
Plus, he's a total dreamboat.
Bet he is. The first pilot blushes and her friend laughs. Right, but the qualifiers haven't happened yet. You mean from last year's rankings?
He's been a top pilot since his first year here.
Oh. Since first year?
Yep, he was on his team's starting lineup.
So what year is he now?
Third year.
Oh, so just every year so far. Well, that just means first year and second year. Okay. That's not terrible. They sigh wistfully. Suddenly, the first student perks up and grabs her friend.
Oh, he just looked at me! Did you see that? What? Why didn't he notice me?
Poor girls. Hey, look, it's him! As if on cue, a path forms amid the throng of people, and a male pilot with white hair and kind eyes walks through. I wonder if he was on the team with Sho and Coyote before. It's possible. He's laughing with a group of girls surrounding him. Oh, I swear I saw, yeah, his eyes shift. It was weird. Our eyes meet for a second, his calm smile still intact. That can't be right. He must have recognized someone behind me and smiled at them. No, didn't you hear the girls? He treats you like you're special, like he really sees you. Regardless, after the departure of Akira and his group, the lounge feels quieter, even though it's still full of students. Pilots turn back to whatever programs they were watching or order drinks at the bar. Others return to the games they were originally playing. I stand awkwardly on my own. I don't see anyone I recognize. Everyone seems to be intent on their own thing, so I decide to head home. It's getting late anyway. Alright, well, I've seen Akira. I head to the parking lot and grab my bike. Then I head home. Cool. Well, there was day 2. I enter the house and hear laughter coming from the kitchen. I drop my bag on the floor and follow the sounds of my family and the delicious smells of dinner. Hey! I sit at the table and watch Nikki and Uncle Kaito move around the kitchen. They're wearing matching aprons. Looking good, Uncle. That apron really suits you. It brings out your eyes.
That's it, I'm done.
He tears off the apron and tosses it aside.
You said I'd look cool.
Nikki giggles and goes back to the food she's cooking.
You did look cool. Every lady loves a man who can cook.
I bet you look great, Kaito. And I love a lady who cooks for me.
Amen.
Yeah, that's right. Kaito sits beside me. We laugh as Nikki sticks her tongue out at us.
Men.
Right. So, what are we having?
Guess.
Oh gosh, not this again. Kaito laughs.
How was your day, bud?
It was alright.
Yeah. What kind of shenanigans did you get up to?
All sorts of shenanigans, man, let me tell ya. Nothing major. Had class this morning, checked out my gear after. One of my teammates showed up and we had a practice simulation.
Sounds fun.
It was. I think we'll make a good team.
Who else is on the team?
Sho, myself, and a couple girls.
Good-looking girls?
I shrug. Okay, yeah, I guess. Kaito winks at me and I just shake my head. Nikki places full plates in front of us, then removes her apron and joins us at the table.
What else did you get up to today?
I hung out at the pilot's lounge for a bit.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, it was. I actually learned a lot about this guy named Akira. He's the top tier pilot in the program.
So he's your rival.
Rival?
Yeah, these types of stories always need a villain as rival.
Well, he's actually a pretty nice guy. Well liked.
Really? Is he cute?
How should I know?
Did the girls think he was cute?
I guess so. Nikki beams.
Accomplished, polite, and cute. You could learn a thing from him.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
So mean to me. What can I do about that? If I'm ugly, I can't just not be ugly. Oh, that must have been good. Kaito cleans his plate, then rests a hand on his stomach and lets out a loud belch. Nikki and I blink at him.
I was simply complimenting the chef.
I should do the same. I open my mouth to burp, but Nikki squeals in protest.
Please don't. I'd rather not have them.
Kaito and I laugh as Nikki clears the table. Then Kaito rests a hand on my shoulder.
Sounds like you've had quite the day, bud.
It'll get easier once I'm in the swing of things.
Of course. Want to watch a movie or something before you two head to bed?
I almost say yes, but a long yawn escapes my mouth. I'm pretty tired, pretty fried. I think I might go review some notes and get to bed early. I've got qualifiers tomorrow.
That's fair. Nikki,
I'll join you when I'm done cleaning.
I'll help you.
Thanks.
Why can't I join in the family fun times? I stand up and Kaito and Nikki both wave.
Good night.
Good night.
Night, I guess. I'm a sad boy. I wave back and head to my room. Well, if it doesn't give me the choice, don't give me the choice, whatever. In my room, I crawl into bed and grab my tablet to review my notes from today's class. I'm only partway through when my eyes grow heavy and I can't read any longer. I flick off the light and close my eyes. As I drift to sleep, I dream of tomorrow's qualifiers. Alright. Well, if the qualifiers are anything like that simulation, it should be okay. Per usual, I'm awoken by the blare of my alarm, but today I don't hesitate to get out of bed. I say it should be okay because it made the decision for you, basically, as far as whether you boost forward, you use a melee attack, you use a ranged attack, or you dodge kind of thing, you know? Or I guess, do you shield automatically? I don't know. It was really just you had to determine which of those options was one of those, and pick it in time. Anyway. I have a really busy day ahead of me and can't afford to lounge around. I get dressed and head downstairs. As I pass Nikki's room, I notice her door is open and her room is empty. She must be in the kitchen. When I reach the kitchen, no one is there. Uncle Kaito is always gone before I wake up, but usually Nikki's around. There must be something going on at her school today, which is why she left early. I fix myself a quick breakfast and scarf it down. Then I hop on my bike and head to school. Hopefully she wasn't just in the bathroom or something and I missed her and left without giving a ride. Once I reach campus, I navigate to my class easily. Hey, I'm getting used to this place. As soon as I walk into class, I spot Yuuna seated in the front corner of the room. Oh, this is Friday now. Okay. The desk. Oh yeah, because that's when qualifiers are. Duh. The desk beside her is empty, so I head over. When I get close, I notice a bag on the chair. Hey, anyone sitting here? She smiles when she notices me and removes the bag.
No, I was saving it for you.
How sweet, she remembered. My smile matches hers as I plop down beside her. Thanks.
No problem.
Blushy face. So, what do you think the professor will be like?
I heard she's pretty good. She's tough but fair.
Okay, cool. That sounds promising. Before she can respond, the professor enters the room and heads straight for the front desk.
Welcome to History 201. Today we'll be covering...
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. The lesson lasts a while, but the material is not bad. And I memorize all of it. Hopefully.
We only have a few minutes before class ends, but your first assignments will be a group project on a case study of
course it's a group project.
Since it's the first day of class, I'll be assigning your partners.
Oh, okay. So I don't necessarily get Yuuna. She points to pairs of students sitting next to each other. Oh, well, that's convenient. Finally, she reaches me.
You and you are partners.
Okay, if you're just gonna pick the two people sitting by each other, there really isn't a point in, like, actually picking the partners. Just say, alright, look to your right, or look to your left, that person's your partner. Like, that's all it has to be. Like, the two people sitting by each other, you're good. She points to Yuuna and I. We glance at each other and grin. Working with her should be fun.
Your project will be due next week. Class dismissed.
Thank you! The classroom is abuzz with the shuffle of students. I turn towards my partner. I'm looking forward to working with you. She beams.
Same here. What do you think our topic should be?
Pioneering pilots, the evolution of gears, the psychology of center robotics. I don't know, it's all the same to me. I think this sounds interesting, and psychology, that's up her alley. So I'm gonna go with the psychology of center robotics. What if we focused more on the psychological impact of the development and growth of center robotics as a field? Her face lights up.
Absolutely! This could also delve into social impact and how society is adapting to the growth of this field, such as the development of new specialties, like studies in pilot health.
Exactly! That should be right up your alley.
What about you? Are you okay with that?
Well, I suggested it, didn't I? Sounds interesting to me too. Yuuna
It
smiles.
sounds like we have our topic.
Yay, us! Yeah, I'm feeling good about this.
Me too. We're going to have a great project.
By this time, most of the class has already caught up with their partners and left the room. We should probably do the same. There might be another class that needs this room. Anyway, we should probably get going.
Yeah, you're right.
Gotta remember to exchange numbers this time. I begin to gather my things when Yuuna interrupts me.
Wait, may I have your number?
That's right. Did a girl just ask me for my number? Smirk. Why does she want to know? Give my number. Just straight up. Straight up. 867-5309. 867-5309. This is Jenny's number. What am I doing with it? Gosh dang it, these references, man. Yuuna blinks and furrows her brow.
Aren't you missing some numbers?
Oh, is it different in Japan? Is there an area code I need? She gives me a strange look.
If you don't want to give me your number, I'll understand.
No. Sorry, that was an old American number. Let me give you my new number.
Oh, okay, sure.
They just had to put in another reference, didn't they? How many have I missed? That's what I want to know. We quickly exchange numbers and gather our things. It's amusing, I'll give it that, it is. My phone vibrates as we leave the classroom. I glance at her, wondering if she already sent me a text, but she doesn't have her phone out. When I pull up my phone, I see an unread message from Sho. Big news, brosif! We're in first phase of qualifier matches. Oh, team is meeting at the hangar. Having my first official team meeting should be interesting. Although I feel a couple of flutters in my stomach, I'm more excited than nervous to see everyone. Good. Once we're outside, Yuuna turns towards me.
Do you have any more classes today?
No, but I'm heading for the hangar. I've got to meet my team before the qualifiers. She nods.
Good luck.
Thank you. Thanks. Alright, we wave and head our separate ways. Hopefully this goes well. Cue outro, go!